It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for room, it's Lacey. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Rebels.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. To throw, it's Lagway. That's reeled in, it's ball. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Gators can really attack on this second and short. They'll go to the ground. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really, really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. First down.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. Breaks into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Wide open spaces. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Ray. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll send the tight end in motion. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Quarterback got it himself. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
And I'd go back to him again after that 1st carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Toss sweep to the right. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on 1st down, TFL, 2nd down, TFL. Now you set up 3rd and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch. It's Stribling. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Gators sending the offense back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll go to the toss. finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Listen, my job is to poke and prod and find where you're weak. I like him. Get the ball in the perimeter. How are the ends playing the run support? Can I get on the edge, make some big, easy plays early in this ballgame?
And show them a variety of runs that can keep them guessing later on.
No doubt, and I'm making memory of all this stuff. Did it work? What were they in? Can I get back to this later?
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Using his legs and his ball. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Circling. Brown getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. To the air. It's Lagway. Finds his back in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got an open man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the option. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Might as well give it to him again. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Lagway. That's caught. It's ball. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Calls his own number. There he goes. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And, dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
Here's the pressure. Sets up the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Working that wide receiver screen. Touchdown Gators! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it for a big play. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young, athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days, but how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he could advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Turning it on. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Got enough for the first. Open space at the 25. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
And the Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off-play action on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Got it behind the line. It's ball. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
On the ground, it's ball. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Flagway. Touchdown, Florida! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he made the extra point without problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Got a man. It's dribbling. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Looking for a huge play. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Rams him with the stiff arm. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Puts it out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Clark. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
They'll give it to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Wide open downfield. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the 1st half. It is a 1st down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Flagway. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Sturdivant. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Florida.
The Gators line it up with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going in.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Ray. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Sending the offense back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Power football with the run. At the 35, he's got room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Breaks the tackle.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Off play action. The throw. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got room on the return. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, you know, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To the air, it's Lagway. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They're dealing with a second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Sturdivant. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, The good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play small.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The give on the inside. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Grabbed behind the line, it's dribbling. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Lacey. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the
Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Goes to the option. Leaves it with the running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Here's the handoff. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Throws for the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Livingston. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ray. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here comes the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Got his man downfield. Oh, there's an alley on the left. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Motion from the back. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Got a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Gives it on the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got the first down and more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen. Breaking off the huge gain, it's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. They'll ride the hot hand. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. With the catch, it's Sturdivant. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Out of the gun to give to the back.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Grabbed in the middle, it's Livingston. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, these plays are really, really simple and really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. They go to the wide receiver screen. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. He'll try to pop the draw. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Are forced to settle for 3.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Pulls it in. It's dribbling. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Looking for room. It's Lacey. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Stribling. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a 1st down.
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. The option look. The pitch. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. It's Lee. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. He makes a grab. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Power ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. jumped on top of the pile.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. A delay of game penalty, just a mistake that you can't have happen at this point of the game and this part of the field. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The hand to the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. On the run, it's Ball. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get
throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job. The defense ending this ball game. Don't give them any life. Great job forcing the fumble. You already got the lead. You take the ball back with a little bit of time. Nail meet coffin.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee.